Let us now check what are the key learnings from this topic of force. For the opening of a door, we usually have to push a door handle, and for its closing, we have to pull the door handle. So in order to move an object, it has either to be pushed or pulled. A push or pull acting on a body is called force, and the direction in which a body is pushed or pulled is called the direction of force. Pushing, pulling, hitting, lifting, flicking, kicking, etc. are kind of actions in our daily life activities which we usually apply the forces. Force between the objects is caused by an interaction of one object with another object. So, in case if there is no interaction between two objects, then no force can show its effect. So, in order to understand the force due to an interaction more deeply, let us try out some examples. Let us assume that a man is standing behind a stationary car, where there is no interaction between the man and the car. So, no force is acting on the car. Therefore, the car does not move. Now, let us assume that the man pushes the car and the car starts moving, due to which an interaction gets set up between the man and the car. Thus, a force is acting on the car. So, here we can say that if both the objects are capable of applying force on each other, then the interaction set up between them can be of pushing or pulling. From this example, we can infer that at least two objects must interact for a force to come into play. Thus, an interaction of one object with another object results in a force between the two objects. The strength of a force is expressed by its magnitude. The magnitude of a force is expressed in the SI unit of force called Newton, which is abbreviated as capital N. 1 Newton is the force which can make an object of 1 kilogram to move at a speed of 1 meter per second. Along with the magnitude of force, the direction in which the force acts is also to be specified. This is because if the magnitude or direction of the applied force changes, the effect produced by the force also changes. In case two forces are applied on a particular object, then three cases may arise. Let us go one by one. The net force is the sum of the two applied forces if the two forces applied on an object in the same direction. The second one, the net force is the difference between two applied forces if the two forces applied on an object acts in the opposite direction. The third one, the net force is zero if the two forces applied on an object are equal in magnitude in the opposite direction. Since we have revisited the topic, we have gone through the topic in a nutshell, and we have understood the key points, let us now explore what questions we may expect from here. The first question that we may expect is, let's say, explain the term force with the help of some suitable examples. The second question that we can expect could be, mention the necessary conditions for a force to come into play. Another question which can come from here, from this discussion, is explain in brief what happens when two forces act in opposite direction on an object.